Hello, hello. Hey, babe. What's going on, guys? I'll be right back. What's up, bud? All right, man. Hold on one second. Let me add Dan. Yep. Merging through with Zach. All right, we're good. Somebody add the me hands, please. He's adding. He'll be back. Yeah. Don't disagree. Good. Good. TGIF, Tammy. We're on. Happy Friday, guys. We do not. What's going on, guys? Happy Friday. Just got done with a great Star Wars. No, I've not sent it. Hold on, can't wait to. Oh, okay, good. We're sending the 500 logo to you. Rocking and rolling. 90 people. Could be a quaint little game tonight. We'll see. Thanks, Mike. We loved it. We loved it. To get out of a Star Wars game with only some minor disagreements, I mean, you can't ask for more than that. Make sure he's all locked up for me. No. Let's make sure these are locked up, guys. Thank you. Yeah. Can you imagine? Yeah. Can we get them home? Hanrahan, what's going on, bud? Mike Scahill is back fresh. Mike Scahill, guys, is the most recent champion of Hambone's theme game. The first winner, the first champion ever of a Star Wars game, Mike Scahill. Well done. Yes. The high score, I don't know what it was. Hold on, I'll tell you. 205. It was 205. 205 out of a possible 210. And these were not easy questions. Well, I would love to know what they missed. Scahill, what did you miss? Guys, it's 8:27. We'll probably get going around 8:32 this evening. A quaint monster game. Guys, we've got hoodies and T-shirts. You can buy them in the link below. We've got 20K, he said he missed. Oh, the 20K. That was a Dan special. LFG, Chris Ryan, welcome back. Here at people come. Never discussed the answer. Mike Scahill. God, I'm so happy. What a great win that was, Mike. Austin, Texas. Don Hammond's in the house. All right, guys. We're going to get going about 8:32 this evening. Just had a very successful Star Wars themed trivia night. Only two minor disagreements. If you can get a bunch of Star Wars people to only disagree about two answers, it doesn't get better than that. Big team effort from Livin' La Vida Yoda. Escaped the tiebreaker, which you probably would have lost, Mike, because we gave it to the other team and they were only 20 off. And it wasn't a small number. Font Savants have a positive score tonight. Lindsay, you're asking the questions everyone wants the answers to. Davey's just happy he beat Laker Love it. I don't think Kurt Laker's ever played Hambones before. I don't think he's ever interacted with Hambones before. I thought that Kurt Laker did not like trivia, and I don't like people that don't like trivia. I'm just kidding. I really like Kurt Laker, but I did think that he didn't like trivia. Still mad about all that. I don't know what you're mad about, Marcus, but it's good to have you back. I'm glad you're not taking it out on the Hambones platform. What's up, Abe? What's up, David? Guys, we're going to get going here in about 3 minutes. 3 minutes. It is the Friday Night Monster game. We did the numbers today. Friday Night Monster, Dan, we decided is smaller than the Thursday. It's smaller than the Wednesday. Slightly bigger than the Tuesday. Is that correct? Yeah, so it's the third out of 5 as far as size goes. But it's a lot of fun. We look. Hey, baby. Hi, honey. That's JoJo. That's Georgia Vaughn. Bye-bye, honey. That's my girl. Tell you what, fella. The tiebreaker. Oh, yeah, 20K. All right, guys. So we've got the Friday Night Monster game. We're going to get going here in 2 minutes, but here's some housekeeping. Friday Night Monster game is brought to you by our sponsors, Michaelis and Industrial PC. Michaelis is the Hambones trivia of the restoration game here in Indianapolis, Indiana. They do fire and water and storm restoration, everything from roof damage to the water in your basement. If it absolutely has to be right, call Michaelis. They will get the job done. Could not be prouder to be partnered with Michaelis. We thank them for their sponsorship. Industrial PC knows that not all of you are looking for industrial PC solutions, but those of you that are should know that Industrial PC is the Hambones trivia of the Industrial PC game. They are Indianapolis owned and operated by friends of the program, the Barnett family. And really what they wanted to do is just bring the people the best trivia in the free world, and that's exactly what they've done. And for that, we will forever be grateful. If you want to buy T-shirts or hoodies, we've got the link below. They are made by Heather Tees. They are the Hambones trivia of the apparel game east of the Mississippi. They're Indianapolis owned and operated by Hambones OGs, the Neal Team 6, Heather Neal and company. Thank you for it. The guys, I'm telling you, you've never seen a blue quite like it, and you've never felt a fabric so soft in your life. Get the Hambones stuff. We're coming out with new stuff eventually, and the old stuff's not coming back. So if you want to get the pig logo, now's the time. Now's the time. What else do I have for you? I think that's it. Oh, wait, no. Tomorrow we've got at 6:30. It's Best Picture. Know your Best Picture winners. That's every Best Picture winning movie from 1960 to present day. And at 8:30, we've got the main event, Friends Trivia. At 8:30 is the main event. And it's going to be a doozy. And we've got Triviasaurus Rex, the reigning Friends champion, is also the reigning Disney champion. And if somebody doesn't stop Triviasaurus Rex, I don't know what's going to happen. They are a team of specialists like Al Swearingen in Deadwood. They are specialists. They really don't care that much about the monster game. They try. They participate. They are part of the family. You're not going to see them on the podium all that often in the monster game, but they rock the themes they know. All right, guys, everybody's ready. We got about 100. We got almost 200 people watching, which means we've got almost triple that playing. We'll see when Dan gives us the numbers. Here is how Friday Monster Game works. We've got our sponsors, Michaelis and Industrial PC, and we have 4 rounds of trivia broadcasting live in Technicolor from the dreary and cold and rainy trivia capital of the free world, Indianapolis, Indiana. It's Hambones headquarters. Here we go with round 1. It is unlocked and ready to rock. We've got 6 questions, each worth 5 points. for a total of 30 points in the first round. Round one, question one. All three of these things have the same number as an answer. You've got to get within one. It's the number of gold medals that Michael Phelps has won in his life. It's how old Bonnie Parker of Bonnie and Clyde was when she died. And how old is Tom Holland right now? You got to get within one of those three questions. How many gold medals Michael Phelps has won? How old was Bonnie Parker when she died? And how old is Tom Holland, aka Spider-Man, right now? Question two. I'm going to give you a quote. You tell me what 1986 movie it is from. And David put his hand in the bag and took out a stone and slung it. And it struck the Philistine on the head, and he fell to the ground. Amen. That's the quote. You name the movie, 1986. And David put his hand in the bag and took out a stone and slung it. And it struck the Philistine on the head, and he fell to the ground. Amen. That's the quote. You tell me what 1986 movie that quote is from. Question three. There are two boxing weight classifications named for animals. One of them is flyweight. You tell me the other. Two boxing weight classifications named for animals. One of the two, flyweight. The other is the answer. Question four. After losing 60 pounds to play the lead role in the, Machinist? I wrote this and I don't know how to pronounce it. Machinist. After losing 60 pounds to play the lead role in The Machinist, who had to gain 100 pounds in 6 months to play a superhero? We're looking for the name of the real-life person. Losing 60 pounds to play the lead role in The Machinist, then had to gain 100 in 6 months to play a superhero. Question five. Lots of people, lots of you, no doubt, have been writing in asking for more clam chowder questions. So here's one. Cream is to the New England version as tomato is to the what version? Lots of people asking for more clam chowder questions. Here's one of them. Cream is to New England as tomato is to this version. Question six, final question of round one. Napoleon died before some of his officers could sneak him into this U.S. state where his death mask now resides. Napoleon died before some of his officers could sneak him into this U.S. state where his death mask now resides. That's round one. You got 8 minutes. New rules. We're getting soft on you. 8 minutes. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Go get them, Hanrahan. Jordan, you get into the game following Dan's instructions in the chat. You follow the links below or the link that Dan just put in the chat right there, and you're good to go. Kyle, I hope you got your answer, but follow the link in the chat or follow the link in the description. You'll be good to go. Yes, you can be let back into the game, Ashley. You're good to go. Yes. I looked it up. I looked it up with my own eyeballs. Yeah. That did was, I mean, for a game that had potential to just get rocked, that was a great game. Whew. I would say Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, Game of Thrones. Those are the ones that I'm most intimidated by. Well, correct. I mean, I have, but not enough. I mean, not which I've done. Look, here comes D-Money. Yeah, no, but I'm talking about Harry Potter, Game of Thrones, Marvel, those things.
This is our little girl, Dolly. Mom, Nick.
It's impossible, but yeah, because we didn't send anything out at 7:34. The Don says hi, Deck.
Tell him I say hi back.
Yep. Oh, for sure does. Oh,
What round is it?
if there is not Man Holiday 2021, we riot. Troy, I don't know what that means, but I kind of like the sound of it. David agrees. What's the question? Well, let's count it, I guess. It's totally different, but are people putting that a lot or just one? Hold on 1 second. Stand by. No, it's not a thing. Correct. It redirects to the real answer. Nope. Ashley Berry, glad to see that you're in. It is what we call the first 2 days of the NCAA tournament. Oh, I understand. Now I'm with you, man. Holiday, I'm in. I'm in on that. 222 remaining, guys. Let's get your answers in when you can. Go, go, go. All right, guys, you got just under 2 minutes remaining to get your round one answers in. It's Friday, y'all. Don't forget to register for Friends or Know Your Oscars. Sometimes I feel like really what's happening is Dan's having a conversation and Trivia is interrupting the conversation instead of vice versa. Are you heartened or disheartened by the VP's conference call with sports leaders to get sporting events happening again? I am. I can't say Anything he touches just disintegrates into dust, including the state of Indiana. Stacy Neal, I will get you a Hambones hat, I assure you. Lots of people want Hambones hats. We have not. This was a one-off. This was my own brainchild. And if I didn't have it, I mean, thank God I had this made like one day before the quarantine started. By total dumb luck. We're gonna get them made. Stacy, I will get you a hat. Booyah. Bringing it back. All right, guys. 10 seconds to get them in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That is the kind of kindness you will not get. All right, guys. So here are your answers to the first round. How many gold medals has Michael Phelps won in his life? How old was Bonnie Parker of Bonnie and Clyde when she died? And how old is Tom Holland? You had to get within 1 year. You had to be within one of 23. 23, your answer to round one. Question 2, and the night's still young and the votes are still being counted, but as of now, exactly 50% of the 544 and a half of you knew the answer to question 2. I've never seen 50.00, and it's already screwed up. Now it's 50.86. More than half of you knew the answer to this question. And David put his hand in the bag and took out the stone and slung it. It struck the Philistine on the head, and he fell to the ground. Amen. And then the team says, Amen. And the answer is Hoosiers. That is the locker room scene in Hoosiers before the state championship. Question 3. It's also about as close as Hambones gets to a religious question. Question 3. There are 2 boxing weight classifications. Name for animals. One of them is flyweight. The other is named after a rooster. That is bantamweight. Bantamweight is your answer to question 3. After losing 60 pounds to play the lead role in The Machinist, who went on to gain 100 pounds to play Batman. That is Christian Bale. Christian Bale, your answer to the most correctly answered question in round 1. Lots of people have been asking for clam chowder questions. New England, cream is to New England as tomato is to Manhattan. Manhattan. In the interim, I went up and looked up New York clam chowder, not counting it. Sometimes we count it. Sometimes we're good and gracious hosts. Not tonight. Napoleon died before some of his officers could sneak him into this U.S. state where his death mask now resides. That is Louisiana. Louisiana, your answer to question 6. Guys, round 2 is 10 pictures, each worth 3 points. Just like last night, the name of the game is Who is Being Impersonated. Most of them on Saturday Night Live. Doesn't have to be. Name the celebrity or the personality being impersonated. Don't care who's doing the impersonating. I want the name of the person who's being impersonated. 3 points each, worth a total of 30 points. Go, go, go. You got 7 minutes. 7. This is easy. This is low-hanging fruit tonight. Ooh. That's good. JVO, give us your team number. I know. We got it. No, JVO, we know. We know all about the old animal, the feather. Four-legged. It's a four-legged mammal.
Henry, can you come down and help us find the remote, please? Oh, Dad, Savannah dropped you a.
Here's what's happened. My wife forgot about the Monster game tonight. Not happy that the Monster game is ongoing. Supposed to just have family dinner. She was really excited about it. Completely forgot about the Monster game. Snuck up on her. I understand. You're not the only one. Be done at 9:30. Troy, was I not on mute there? When I said be done at 9:30? No, I think Troy's saying what I did say to her. Troy heard the conversation, which took place 2 rooms away. So that's concerning. Yeah. All right. Well, now we know. Mike works. The Yeti blue. Mike is true. Thought I had hit the old mute button on that one, Troy. $9:30 doesn't sound so bad. That's why I kept repeating it. It's like 9:30. That's early. It doesn't sound bad at all. Yeah, just make it an ongoing. Joe, we are not in round 2 yet. We're still working on round 1. We've got 2 minutes to get in round 1. We're in round 2. We're in round 2. Yes, Joe, we're in round 2. I've already given the answers to round 1, Joe. Sorry. We're in round 2. You got 2 minutes to finish the picture round, Joe. Sorry. We both missed something, Joe. You think? Yeah. You're naming the person being impersonated. Don't answer that, Dan. Yeah. Just guys, you got 10 seconds to get your answers in, unless your name's Joe Schneiders, in which case you have 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Joe, you got to get it in. You got to get it in. All right, guys. We've got 90. Let's get them in, guys. Let's get them in. Hi, Jojo. All right, guys. I was just looking for teams in. Is that percentage good or no? All right, guys. So your answers to the picture round number 1, that is Al Sharpton. Al Sharpton. Number 2, that is Lindsey Graham. Lindsey Graham. Number 3 is Mark Zuckerberg. Number 4, let me ask you a question. If the moon were made of cheese, would you take a bite? That's Harry Carey. Number 5 is Clarence Thomas. That was tough. Number 6, speaking of, that is Mike Pence. Mike Mother Pence. Number 7, that is Ed McMahon. Phil Hartman. Ed McMahon. Number 8, that is Harry Styles. Harry Styles. Number 9, that is ScarJo rolling out the Ivanka Trump. Ivanka Trump. And number 10, by far the most difficult, that is Stedman Graham. We airbrushed Oprah out of that, but that is Stedman Graham. You did a beautiful job. The old ham bones would have put a big white block over Oprah. This time we airbrushed her out. It is Stedman Graham. Under 7% of teams got Stedman. Under 17% got Ivanka. Over 90% got Mike Pence. Over 95% got Mark Zuckerberg. Clarence Thomas was tough. Harry Styles was tough. Lindsey Graham was kind of the Mendoza line. All right, guys. There are 2 rounds of trivia left. Here are how they work. Round 3 is what we call the money round. The money round. Here is how it works. There are 4 questions. On each of the 4 questions, there are more than one answer for every question. Every correct answer is worth 5 points, and order does not matter at all. So if I ask you what are the 3 colors of the U.S. flag and you say red, white, and green, that's good for 10 points. Red, white, and blue is good for 15. That's how the money round works. Order does not matter at all. Here we go. Round 3, question 1. In 2008, the American Film Institute released the top 10 animated movies of all time. Name the 3 movies that made that top 10 list that were animated on computers as opposed to hand-drawn animations. 3 of the top 10 best animated movies of all time, according to the American Film Institute, were computer animated as opposed to hand-drawn. Name those 3 movies. Question 2. I'm looking for the 4 most populated cities in the United States. that are the second most populated city in their own state. Have to be second in their own state. So Fort Wayne is Indiana's second most populated. Fort Wayne is the only eligible city in Indiana for this question. So if you made a list of every state's second most populated city, you tell me the 4 that are the most populated. Only one of the 4 is east of the Mississippi. Only one of the 4 is east of the Mississippi. Name the 4 most populated second cities in each of the states. Question 3. Name the 3 rock bands whose greatest hit albums are the best-selling of all time. All 3 bands are from different countries. I'm looking, if you made a list of the best-selling greatest hits albums of all time, all I want you to tell me are the 3 greatest hits albums that are the best-selling of all time. And question 4, it's the final question of the money round. Name the only 2 Olympic team sports that are played barefoot. These are genuine team sports, multi-person teams, and both teams in the game at the same time. Name the 2 Olympic team sports played barefoot. Go, go, go. You got 12 minutes.
Hey guys, I found the remote outside.
Just a Hambone family update. My wife's been looking for the remote. It has been located outside. And it was I will say the next line out of her mouth was Dolly. Jamie, you got it, Jamie. Nothing worse than when you can't find the remote. And let me tell you, when you're a Roku and Apple TV family, remotes are easy to lose. You got it, Jamie. What is Emery Yeadon being weird? I have actually taped pins wide ways onto Roku remotes to make them harder to lose. Brother. I fell asleep watching The Last Jedi. Uh, 25. The question is how many questions are written, and the answer is not 25. The question is, how am I doing the picture round? And the answer is on my iPhone, taking pictures of my actual TV. The picture rounds for friends are not something you've seen before. Yes, Will. All around brand new friend set. Yes. 2020 model is right. I'm going to mute this. Eddie Keever doesn't like when I hit the mute button on the mic, but sometimes I've got to, Eddie. I got to talk about you, and I don't want you to hear it. Can you give me a roster count, Dan? I've got that in my tiebreaker list. Yep. We're a city proper family here, Kim. Yeah, I answered the Will. Will, that's you know what that is. That's all animated. I already said that. Sorry. I'm gonna check on the yeah, that's exactly right. You imagine what it's like to be in a metro area family. That's like being in a adjusted for inflation family. Just gross. I don't even know what you're talking about right now. Oh, yeah, yeah. City proper. No. I'm answering my question tonight, Dan. Not everything revolves around you, Dan. Oh, yeah, that was a doozy. Dolly Parton. Guys, you got 4 minutes and 15 seconds to get your answers into the money round. Dolly Parton, ferocious beast. Everything does revolve around Dan, says Katie Munn. Dan thanks you, which only someone who thinks the world revolves around them would do. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Dan's always got his finger on the pulse of this chat room. Always has his finger on the pulse of the chat room. Can you define rock band? Does reggae count as rock? No, Andrea. No. And now you've given that away to everybody. Reggae's not rock. Reggae's reggae. Yeah, you fed the monsters. That's exactly right. That'll keep your eyes out for that t-shirt. Dan just does. Hang on. As opposed to what? Yeah, that's not. You're fine. Say that again. Yeah. I would agree with that. Timer is sleeping. Timer is sleeping. Is the timer off? No. It's just I give you guys so much time. Emery, you're about 10 seconds from freaking me out talking to Alex. One minute remaining, guys. You got 1 minute to get your answers in. That kind of comment gets my attention right there. It's tough. All right, guys, get them in, get them in, get them in. Get them in, get them in, get them in. All right, guys. 2008, the American Film Institute released top 10 animated movies list of all time. The 3 movies made on that top 10 list that were animated by computers as opposed to hand-drawn animations, they are Shrek, Toy Story, and Finding Nemo. Shrek, Toy Story, and Finding Nemo. Number 2 was a doozy. That is a tough question. Not the least of the a very tough part of this is knowing what the second most populated city in Texas is. That is San Antonio. A very tough part of this is knowing what the second most populated city in California is. That is San Diego. Once you get past all the cities in Texas and all the cities in California, the next state that has 2 of the most populated cities, unbelievably, is Tennessee, Memphis. Memphis. We're going to count Nashville as well. Those cities are so close in population that it's hard to determine. And then finally, very tough, Tucson. The best-selling rock band's greatest hits albums of all, and Eagles. And question 4, the 2 Olympic events played barefoot, genuine team sports with multi-person teams and both teams in the game at the same time. Those sports are water polo and beach volleyball. Water polo and beach volleyball. Both teams do not participate at the same time in synchronized swimming. All right, guys. So those are your answers to the money round. Here's how the rest of the night works. Guys, real quick before we get to the final round, I want to say that tomorrow night we have Know Your Best Picture Oscar winner, and we've got Friends Trivia. Know Your Best Picture Oscar winner is from 1960 to present day. In the link of the description of this video and in the emails that have gone out and on social media, we're asking you guys a favor, and that is to like the social media of the independent feature film No Place. That's the name of the film, No Place. There will be a question in the Best Picture film, Best Picture, Know Your Best Picture winner, about the No Place trailer. Guys, No Place was filmed in Indianapolis by the people of Indianapolis. The team is from Indianapolis, and we are proud to partner with the No Place feature film. We're trying to get some momentum for them. It helps if we like their Facebook and Instagram. We've linked that in our social media. Let's get the word out about this. Let's be proud of the movies that are made in Indianapolis by the people of Indianapolis. It's the Matsukas family, and we are proud to be associated with them. That is what I need to say about that. And if you're playing, you better watch the trailer. All right, guys, here's how the rest of the night works. There are 3 final questions. On each of the 3, you can wager anywhere from 0 points to 30 points. If you wager 30 on all 3 and you get them all 3 wrong, that's minus 90 points. You get them all 3 right, that's positive 90. Wager with prudence. Wager with prudence is the name of the game here. Here we go. Round 4. Question 1, last 3 questions of the night. The journey in Roald Dahl's James and the Giant Peach ends with the peach impaled on what? The journey in Roald Dahl's James and the Giant Peach ends with the peach impaled on what? Question 2. Besides Bhutan, what country is completely landlocked by only India and China? There are 2 countries completely landlocked only by China and India. One of them is Bhutan. You name the other. And question 3, final question of the week in the Monster Game. That is, what is the least densely populated state that Hillary Clinton carried in 2016? What's the least densely populated state carried by Hillary Clinton in 2016? That is the final round. We'll give you a scoreboard update in just a moment. Go, go, go. All right, guys, we got a scoreboard update coming at you. This is the high honor, and in 15th place with 90 points, it's the Font Savants. In 14th place with 91 points, it's WTH. In 13th place with 92 points, It's Scott and Wagering Without Prudence. In 12th place with 93 points, it's Carol Baskins Did It, no doubt. In a three-way tie for 9th place and 94 points, it's Still Call It the Bulldog. It's Stacy and Nasty Reporters with Terrible Questions. And it's We Aren't Losing Sober. In 8th place with 99 points, it's James and Mallory, the Williams family and friends from Avon. Hot for Teacher, Jackson, Harrison, and the gang. In 7th place with 102 points, it's My Girlfriend Wishes I Was on Her Team. That's great. In 6th place with 104 points, they were circling the leaderboard. No, they weren't. I read it. Captain Crunch and the Serial Killers. You guys are a good team. In 5th place with 105 points, speaking of great teams, Slow Kids at Play. 4th place with 106 points, it's Birds the Word. I feel like I know that team, and I can't remember why. In 3rd place with 107 points, it's Is It May Yet? In 2nd place with 109, it's the Neil Team 6. And in the lead with 110, it's the Dan Fan Club. Dan Fan Club in the lead with 110. I did not know that. So here's what happens, and I'm going to say this, and I'm not on mute. Like, no one actually thinks that the Queen album would ever outsell Beatles 1. But they did look it up. It's not even close. Beatles album 23.4, Queen Greatest Hits. Claim sales is 25, Beatles is 31. There are about 30 about 15 albums in between the two. Atticus, love you. Miles Ryan is my name, and I love you. Miles Ryan. Miles Ryan. I love you, Miles Ryan. Beatles, Eagles, ABBA is the correct answer. Ryan Carr, I would expect you to really start coming to my defense on that question. Stand by. Yeah. Kyle, you get it. If I can't trust Wikipedia, the empire, the temple's going to fall down on my head. But I would bet every cent that I own that the Beatles' Greatest Hits album has outsold the Queen Greatest Hits album. Yes. Yes. Yep. I love it. I feel like Kyle just took a shot across the bow of Ham Bones and Wikipedia simultaneously. Say it again. Repeat what you just said. Repeat what you just said, Kyle. Bo says hi to Dolly. Dolly's busy peeing somewhere in my house right now. Miles. Kyle, easy. We don't have diplomatic relations with Bhutan, I don't think, right? Destroyer Dominant TV, let me just tell you, that's the first time I've ever seen you chat in the room, and just based on your name alone, you should know that you are on high watch. Threat level midnight on Destroyer Dominant TV. The team says that if you call a Scott and wagering without prudence, they're going to kick me to the curb. All right, I won't do that. I won't do that. But we know, Scott. We know. I love the entire Wagering Without Prudence team. I love them all. What? Guys, if you submit your answers twice, now is an appropriate time for me to tell you. We only count the first submission. We're going to buy a game-worn hat of yours. Miles, you know a guy, buddy. You know a guy. Let's get Henry Ryan in here. What's that? All right, guys, that's your timer. Snuck up on me. Henry and Declan.
Yeah?
Where's Declan?
He's upstairs. His door's shut.
Okay. Well, just say hi to Miles. Miles is playing.
Hey, Miles.
He's Atticus cares or caress. I don't know what it is. What? Tied for what? That's fine. Give it to him. All right, guys. All right. Here are your answers to the final round. It has been a great day in Hambones land. Guys, tomorrow we have Friends Trivia and Know Your Best Picture winners. Those are brought to you by Shelby Materials and No Place Indie Film. Like them on social media. It just matters, guys. People care about that kind of stuff, and we can help them out. And I hope that you just take 20 seconds to like No Place Indie Film on social media. All right, watch the trailer. Get those numbers up. The Journey in Roald Dahl's James and the Giant Peach ends up with the peach impaled on what? The correct answer is the Empire State Building. The Empire State Building. Your answer to question 1. Question 2. Besides Bhutan, what's the only other country on planet Earth that is landlocked using only China and India? The correct answer, Nepal. Nepal. Your answer to question 2. And the final question of the monster game for the week. What is the least densely populated state carried by Hillary Rodham Clinton in 2016? The correct answer, she did not carry it by a lot of votes, but she did carry it. New Mexico. New Mexico. The answer to question 3. All right, guys. Scared to go into the chat? People have lived. Counts as a house. People have lived. Miles says hi, Henry. All right. I'm so happy you're here, Miles. All right, here we go. Here are your answers. Here is the scoreboard update. In 15th place with 166, holding down the east side of Indianapolis, it is Crush. In 14th place with 171 points, it is Hank Scorpio. With 172 points in 13th place by themselves from the west side, it is James Mallory, Jackson Harrison and friends, the hot. No, that's not. The Hot Teachers is not them. They're Hot for Teacher. That's the Hot Teachers. In 12th place with 178, it's the Nick Chubb Fan Club. Great name. That really rolls right off your tongue. In 10th place, a two-way tie with 179. It's Shakespeare in Love Shack. And J is for Genius. J is for Genius. They're a team whose time has come. In 9th place with 181, it is WTH. The 3.5 people of WTH. In 6th place, a three-way tie with 184. Former champions still call it the Bulldogs. Former champion nasty reporters with terrible questions. And we aren't losing sober. In fourth place and a two-way tie with 192. It's the 10 people of Birds the Word. And in 4th place, a tie with 192 points. They claim to be solo with My Girlfriend Wishes I Was on Her Team. In 3rd place with 195 points, it's former champions Slow Kids at Play. And in 2nd place with 197 points, it's Is It May Yet? Your champion. Your new champion with 199 points. They've won the family game, but welcome to the top of the monster game. It's the Neil Team 6. Well done, Neil Team 6, holding down Avon on the west side. I think you got some friends playing with you tonight. Well done, all you guys. Congratulations. Great game. Love you all. Thanks for playing. Subscribe if you haven't. That's all I've got. Register to play tomorrow. Thanks for playing, everybody. Congratulations, Heather and Davey. That's a great win. Friday night main game. That is a great win. 119 teams, 567.5 players. Thanks to the 3.5 on WTH. All right, guys. We're out of here. Great game. Oh, wait. Before we go, I want to thank the Ham Bones team. Sorry I haven't done it already. Guys, we've got Sean Meehan. We've got my main man, Dan Cahallan. We've got the artist and guest judge of the night. And guys, he makes the most incredible art for Ham Bones. Could not be happier to have him as part of our team. It is Zach Grajewski. Did I say that right? Yes. And then last but not least, we got my main man, Nick Meehan. Nick and Sean, Dan and Zach, all of you, Michaelis and Industrial PC. We will see you soon. Thanks, guys. Have a great night. Thanks, Miles Ryan. Thanks for playing, buddy. Andrew, the link is coming. Thanks, Kyle.